The most convincing proof that what you want is on its way is the deafening silence where you expect to see it. That void, that complete lack of physical evidence, is where true faith is forged. This script will give you a mechanical, repeatable process for building that faith, even when your bank account, your relationships, or your health report tell you a different story. And mastering this is critical, because right now your brain is actively working to sabotage you, using the very lack of evidence as proof that you should give up. Your brain has a built-in search engine. It's called the Reticular Activating System, and its job is to filter the billions of bits of data bombarding you every second, showing you only what it thinks is relevant. But what defines relevance? Simple. The questions you are constantly, unconsciously asking it. If your dominant inner question is "Why isn't my business successful yet?", your brain will diligently scan your reality and present you with a perfectly curated list of evidence. The unpaid invoice, the low website traffic, the competitor who just landed a huge client. Your brain is just doing its job. It's proving your core belief is correct. Think about the last time you bought a new car. The moment you decided on a specific model, like a red Tesla, you suddenly started seeing red Teslas everywhere. Were there more of them on the road? No. Your brain was just given a new search query. It updated its filter. The same mechanism works for your desires. As long as your internal query is rooted in lack in "where is it?", you have programmed your perception to filter for absence. You will literally be blind to the subtle signs of progress, the quiet synchronicities, the breadcrumbs leading you forward. They exist, but they are filtered out as irrelevant data. The first step is to change the search query. But you can't do that with willpower alone. You have to give your brain a new memory to work with, a memory of a future that hasn't happened yet. This is where most people get tripped up by visualization. They treat it like watching a movie. They see their goal on a mental screen, feel a brief flicker of excitement, and then open their eyes and feel the crushing disappointment of its absence. That process actually reinforces the feeling of lack. Effective visualization is a neurological rehearsal. It's about embodiment. Your brain has a hard time distinguishing between an event you experience in the physical world and one you experience with vivid, multisensory detail internally. A concert pianist can practice a complex piece entirely in their mind, and brain scans will show the motor cortex firing in the exact same sequence as if their fingers were actually on the keys. They are building the neural pathways for success before ever touching the instrument. You've already perfected this skill, just for the wrong things. Remember the last time you were consumed with worry? You felt the pit in your stomach during the imaginary difficult conversation with your boss. You ran the disaster scenario over and over, feeling the full spectrum of anxiety, anger, or dread. That is a perfect manifestation rehearsal. You created a memory of a negative future so vividly that your body responded as if it were real. Your heart rate changed. Your chemistry shifted. You are practicing a state of being. The goal is to apply that same immersive skill to the reality you want to create. But what is the precise feeling you're trying to generate? The answer is what separates amateurs from masters. The target feeling is not excitement, hope, or desire. Each of those emotions has a subtle undertone of lack. You hope for what you do not have. You desire what is separate from you. The signal you want to generate is the quiet, calm feeling of satisfaction. It's the feeling you have after the desire has been fulfilled. It's a feeling of normalcy. Think of ordering a package online. You find what you want, you click buy, and for a moment you feel good. Then what? You don't spend the next 3 days anxiously staring at the door hoping it will arrive. You let it go. You go about your life with the calm background assumption that it's on its way. You might check the tracking once in a while, but you do it from a place of knowing, not a place of desperate hope. That feeling of calm knowing, of it is done, is the frequency of having. Living in this state is the work. It's about saturating your mind with the feeling of the wish fulfilled so consistently that it becomes your default emotional state. When you can walk through your current reality, which may show no evidence of your desire, while feeling the calm satisfaction of it already being yours, you have changed your signal. You are no longer broadcasting lack, you are broadcasting fulfillment. And this is where the real resistance begins. Because doing this consistently requires you to change something much deeper than your mood, it requires you to change your identity. Your personality isn't fixed, it's a set of rehearsed thoughts, behaviors, and emotional patterns. The person who is struggling to pay bills has a specific identity. They have certain thoughts about money, they feel a certain way when a bill arrives, they talk to their friends about their financial stress. It's a familiar, well-practiced role. The person who is financially abundant is a different identity entirely. They have different thoughts, different feelings, a different way of being. Your nervous system is designed to keep you safe, and safe often means familiar. Attempting to feel abundant when your reality is one of scarcity feels like a lie to your body. It creates cognitive dissonance. Your body will actively resist this new state, trying to pull you back to the familiar misery of your old identity. It will flood you with doubt. It will point out all the physical proof that you're just deluding yourself. This resistance is the final boss. It's the gatekeeper, and overcoming it is not about fighting. It's about gentle, persistent redirection. Every time the doubt creeps in, you don't argue with it, you simply acknowledge it and return to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It's a form of meditation. You are training your body to feel safe in a new state of being. You are convincing your nervous system that this new identity, the identity of the person who has what they want, is now your default. This is the core of the work. But while you're doing this internal rewiring, there's a powerful technique you can use to start bending your perception of reality. You must become a meticulous, biased detective, hunting for proof that you're on the right path. You need to redefine what counts as evidence. You're looking for the destination, so you miss all the signposts along the way. Stop looking for the final outcome. Start a journal and log what we'll call evidence of alignment. These are the whispers, the echoes, the strange synchronicities that prove the universe is responding to your new signal. If you want a new partner, the evidence isn't a soulmate showing up at your door. The evidence is overhearing a couple share a beautiful moment that resonates with you. It's a song on the radio that perfectly describes the love you desire. It's a sudden, unprompted feeling of peace about being single. You must train your brain to see these as significant data points. You are consciously curating the evidence you allow into your awareness. If you desire a new career, the proof isn't the job offer. It's the recruiter who viewed your LinkedIn profile. It's stumbling upon an article about a skill you need for that dream role. It's a friend randomly mentioning a company you've been secretly admiring. At first, your rational mind will dismiss these as coincidences. Your job is to overrule it. Your job is to collect these moments like treasures and treat them as concrete proof that the bridge of incidents is forming under your feet. This bridge is the series of seemingly natural, logical, and sometimes even bizarre events that connect your current reality to your desired one. A manifestation rarely just appears out of thin air. It arrives via a sequence of events, and trusting that sequence, especially when it takes an unexpected turn, is the ultimate test of your faith. This is where most people get thrown. A major, undeniable setback appears in their reality. A rejection letter, a failed business launch, a painful breakup. They immediately interpret this as proof that the manifestation isn't working. They see it as a sign of failure, lose their conviction, and fall off the bridge right before they reach the other side. This is a catastrophic misinterpretation of the evidence. An objectively bad event is often the most powerful form of movement you can receive. Sometimes the universe has to clear the field before it can build something new. That rejection from the good enough job was necessary to keep you available for the perfect opportunity. That's 3 weeks away. That painful breakup had to happen to clear space for the person who is actually aligned with who you are becoming. The business failing was a critical lesson that will be the foundation of your future success. These events feel like demolition. They are. The old structure must be torn down to make way for the new one. A setback is not the universe saying no, it's the universe saying, I need this space. It's a clearing process. When these moments happen, your only job is to hold your state of calm, knowing, to feel the satisfaction of the wish fulfilled even amidst the rubble of your old reality. This is the hardest part. It requires you to trust the process, even when it looks and feels like the exact opposite of what you want. It requires you to see the demolition crew as a sign of progress. The absence of evidence in your world is not a verdict. It is a vacuum. It is an empty space, inviting you to fill it first and foremost with your own unshakable conviction. The physical world is a mirror, and like all mirrors, it reflects. But it's a mirror with a time lag. It takes a while for the reflection to catch up to the change you have already made within. Your job is to hold the new posture long enough for the mirror to get the message. So the question is never, where is it? That question will always lead you back to lack. The real question is, who do I have to become? Who is the version of me for whom this desired reality is completely normal, natural, and expected? The work is to embody that person now, to adopt their assumptions, their feelings, their state of being. The rest is just the inevitable echo of a choice